I promise you guys that it's not something that I've done because I don't care about you or I don't care about this channel. Life has just been really busy, and I'm sure not the only one. So I'd love to hear down below what you've been up to this past year, what's been a major milestone for you, or just like something that's been taking up a lot of your time this past year. So this past year, so much has happened in my life, and I'll say that it's all great actually. And I got a new job, which really was like a dream come true. It was essentially my dream job, and I'm actually going to make a separate video about that, dealing with manifestation and my thoughts about it, a very practical way that I look at manifestation. But basically, I was able to manifest my dream job for my current situation, and so much that I had to let go of. So I let go of my old job, I let go of old relationships, of old thought patterns, of old clothes, books that I wanted to read. So we're gonna get into all of that. But it brings me to my topic for today. Today I wanted to talk about how to know when to quit something. So you see, every time we start thinking about our goals, or maybe we start thinking about the new year, we're always like adding, right? If you're anything like me, you love to add and build on your goals and your dreams. So you're always saying, okay, what can I do more of? But we don't really sometimes stop to think, what do you actually have to let go of so that you can accomplish your dreams? And sometimes it's clear when there's something that you want to let go of, right? Maybe it's that ugly sweater. Some things are a little easier, but what if that thing that you should quit is not something so easy to determine? So I want to share a couple of tips for you to help you determine whether it's time to keep something or let go of something. So there's a theory, and actually this comes from a book that I was reading called How to Quit, or How to Know When to Quit. I'll put the link in the description down below. But in this book by Any.do, basically she summarizes all the research that she's come across on quitting from famous psychologists and researchers. And there's this idea, which we inherently know, but it's sometimes hard when we're trying to make a decision irrationally or in the moment, how to really think these things through. But when there is a negative expected value to something, then we should quit something in the long run. So whether you know that the outcome is going to be negative, then you will quit that thing. When it's a positive expected value in the long run, then you will continue to do what you need to do. So that's how you can kind of determine whether to have grit and persevere or whether you should quit. But how do you really determine what's going to have a positive or negative value, especially when it's in the future? So I started thinking about this. For me, the first thing I thought about was you need to be clear on what you want in the long term. So do you want a better paying job? Do you want a romantic relationship that has certain qualities? Do you want to get married? Do you want to have a healthier outlook? So what is it that you want in the long term? And then think about that thing that you're going after in this very moment. So is that thing that you're going after in this very moment, will it actually help you get to that goal that you want to get to? So I know it's very difficult because sometimes we're like, well, I don't know. I don't know if the person I'm seeing is actually going to be that marriage potential. So it really does take thinking about things in a way that is like very objective. So a way that you can determine if that thing will actually get you to where you want to go in the long term is you can ask yourself, is there a clear path for success with going this route or continuing to do this thing or see this person? If there is not a clear path to success, then that is something that you should question. I'm not saying that that path is going to be easy. You might have to suffer a lot in the process, But is it clear? Is it almost guaranteed that if you do this, it's only a matter of time before it's going to work out for your ultimate goal, going this route? So that's one way that I would think about it. Another way is there are some things that we do that are not necessarily good or bad, right? As I was mentioning earlier, I had a list of books that I wanted to read, and last year that seemed like a great idea because I had some time and I really missed reading. So I was reading voraciously everything that I could, and I was just so excited to get back to reading. But this year, I realized like that was going to be a time suck, and it no longer really excited me. So that actually leads me to another way that you can evaluate your means to an end or to your goal. Do you have time for that specific activity or that person? And how does it make you feel? Because sometimes these things that we're doing is not inherently good or bad, as I mentioned, or maybe it's like you're just at a comfortable job. And maybe that comfortable job is not necessarily a bad thing, right? Like you're just fine there. And that's happened to me in the past. I could just continue doing that. But is it actually going to get you where you want to be? Then I want you to also remember, this is my final tip, for you to be brave. Because you have to trust the process. Once you're in it, to get to where you want to go, it's going to be challenging. But if you know that you have a clear plan, then there's nothing that's going to stop you. And it's okay that you let go of what you let go of in the past. It's okay for you to struggle. All of those things are okay in the interim if you know that it's going to get you to your desired goal. So this is a short but hopefully sweet video for you today. I hope that you are having a wonderful day wherever you are, and I look forward to making more videos for you. Please subscribe down below and like this video if you liked it. It really helps me as I get back to making YouTube videos and helps me to be able to produce this content for you. Leave me a comment. Let me know something that you plan to quit today or this week or this month or this year. I'd love to hear about it, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.